Welcome to another installment of UC&P Empowerment Series. We have Dr. Udo F.Ufomadu with us again today. Dr. Ufomadu, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. So let's go ahead and get into our topic for today. One of your 5 essential habits is effective sharing. Yes. Could you tell us why you chose this as an essential habit?
I chose this as an essential habit because I strongly believe that sharing transcends all aspects of love. Also, in the book of Hebrew in our Bible, chapter 13, verse 16, tells us never to forget to do good and share, because with such sacrifices, God is well pleased. You remember the last time you interviewed me, you asked me to define success. I told you that if God is happy with what I'm doing, I consider myself successful. So, I chose effective sharing as part of my 5 essential habits because I prayed. When I wrote that book, I prayed to God. I asked God, I said, God, I want you to tell me 5 things you want your people to be doing so that we will have peace, and all of us will be joyful, will worship you, love each other like we're supposed to, instead of looking for ways to degrade each other. And he gave me that. And I took time to study the impact of sharing. As a child, your parents tell you to give this so person. Sometimes you know what you're doing, sometimes you don't know what you're doing. But when I took time, almost a year, to study, even wanted to know why some people get so rich, I found out that God uses those people to help some of his people that don't have as those people. So I have what I call tangible and intangible sharing. Intangible sharing is information-based. Without information, people deteriorate. And with knowledge, people improve daily, because we deserve to be improving every day. One good example of intangible sharing is prayer. When you pray for somebody, you are giving to that person. When you call on God to heal somebody, to bless somebody, you are giving that person. What I tell people to do is give from your strength. It doesn't have to be millions of dollars. When you meet somebody that does not have the information you have, and you know it will be beneficial to that person, don't hesitate to release that information. I don't work for a company that has 401k, for example, as a plan, but I don't hesitate to advise people when I meet them that their company has one, and tell them to invest in your 401k. I remember a couple of years ago, I used to work with this friend. He came to me, he said, we just got married, but we need a house. It doesn't have to be a large building. I said, go to the office, tell them to borrow you from your 401k. He said, what is 401k? I said, you mean you don't have 401k? And he's been working in this company before me. And he said, no. I said, tomorrow, go to the office, tell the lady that you want to invest in 401k. And I wrote it down to him. And the lady helped him. 2 years later, that's where he borrowed and bought his house.
Wow.
Yes. And personally, I've gained from people. You know, my wife, personally, my wife is in the medical field. She comes home and I open my ears to information on informations that make me a healthier person. And once I get it, I don't hesitate to share it with others. Tangible is like wealth sharing. That is great too. But what I tell people that look up to me, the younger ones that look up to me, is very simple. When you meet somebody that you want to be like, it's okay to ask for little cash. But after the first or second time, seek advice from that person. Find out how he got to where he is at the point, how he became rich. And I'll tell you the truth, most rich people will not hesitate to tell you how. But back to tangible sharing. During my research, I found out that most of the very wealthy people share. Before the president of United States got into politics, to tell you that I don't really discriminate when I do my research, Donald Trump, I was watching a TV program and I saw where Larry King was asking him if he was true that he was in a limousine that broke down at night and a couple stopped by and helped their limousine to get back on the road. And Larry King asked him twice, is it true that you helped to pay off their mortgage? And Donald Trump hesitated and eventually he said yes. Then I said, oh, probably that's why this man is very rich. Because my assumption was this is what sharing is supposed to be all about. The couple that saw a limousine that stopped at night shared by helping it to get on the road. Donald Trump, and this is the example I'm giving is before he became the president of the United States or before he became a politician. And he paid off the mortgage of this from what the response he gave Larry King. And my wife used to like to watch Oprah Winfrey show. And I will always hear her tell me how Oprah gave even cars out today. And I'm like, okay, he gave out cars. She built schools in South Africa. Okay, no wonder God is keep giving him because giving her, because that's his principle. Give and it shall be given unto you, even more. And more people, if I keep listing, the list goes on. I use these people, these two, because they are very popular all over the world. Even the president before Donald Trump, President Barack Obama, when I was researching, I found out that when he graduated from Harvard, he never went after money. New York firms called on him, but he chose to go to Chicago to help poor people in projects. Sometimes people wonder, so how did he become a president? No, he sowed the seed that are necessary to make him a president. Remember the Bible verse I quoted earlier about sacrifice, that God is pleased with those sacrifices. So please give from your strength. Give from your strength. It doesn't have to be money. If a classmate is struggling in a class that you know better, help him